right, let me pull up these other pages and make sure everything's going well. All right. There's that. Oh man, I'm very blue. Got a little skin tone back there. All right. Here's the link. And let's check this one out. There's the link. That was the skeletal soap. This is my magic wand. Yeah. I came on early. Let me get this last link going here. All right. Hey, Don, what's happening, buddy? Check this out. Okay. All right, I'm back. And I got color. Check this out. I got me a puppy. A great big old puppy. See? Look at here. See there? Yeah. He's only 8 weeks old. He's a monster puppy. Yeah, he's gonna be like a 200-pound dog. He's just so little. He's scared. His first day away from the pack. His name's Ranger. Yeah, he's gonna be my buddy. See, look at there. Look there, Ranger. Check it out. Check it out. Look over there. See that? See that? Look. Oh, he's so scared. He's just a baby. He doesn't know what to think. Didn't you? Didn't you? Hmm? Yeah, he's just a little baby. Yeah. Yeah, he's just a big fluff ball. Yeah, it's his first day away from being away from mama and the other puppies, so he's a little freaked out. Yeah. But yeah. And he's all white, so can't lose him in the woods. That's right. Great white beast. Here's a great white beast. Here's a big beast. I'm gonna teach you how to be a big scary puppy. Yep. The king of the dogs. Yeah. Hey, Huckleberry. There you go. Bob Ferguson, welcome in. Don T. Rump, how you doing? Yeah. A Bengal tiger. Oh, that's awesome. But this is Ranger, and this is his first night in the house. Yeah. Oh. So I just keep him on my lap for as long as he'll stay. You got him a crate over here, and he's got a blankie in it. Yeah. So, what's going on? What in the world is that? But yeah. Anybody want to grab a link? Go ahead and come on up. And let's get this party started. I know we're still kind of waiting for everybody to show up. I came on a little bit early, but I wanted to show Ranger. He's an airborne major, lives a life of nature. So, there's my new best friend.
That's right. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be a good boy. Right, done. 8 days to harvest. And then the other days will go fast. Yeah. He's a big one. For 8 weeks, he's a good 15, 16 pounds. Yes.
What you smelling? What you smelling? Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan. Welcome in. Yeah, this is. He doesn't talk much. In fact, I haven't even heard him hardly whine. So he's not a whiner dog.
Yeah. He's not a whiner.
This is good. But oh yeah, it's didn't even get up the temperature today. They said it was supposed to be getting the 50s. It never even got above 42. So really didn't get much done outside. Got everything set up for Ranger here. He's got a bed, crate, and his feeder and water station. Yep. Got him treats and stuff like that. Went to the store, and they're still out of toilet paper and laundry detergent, stuff like that. So it's a little crazy, but hey.
G'day, folks. How you doing? Ryan? Ooh,
Oh my Lord, look at that. 8, he said 8 more days till harvest.
This is me. This is me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My thing.
No, feedback.
Zooming in. See.
Okay, Bob.
Let's see a little sour diesel here under a purple.
Yeah, little sour boy.
That I've seen in a long time. This guy right here, you really got to see the size of this thing. It's immense.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Down to this guy right here. He's huge. You look at him there. He's massive. This is the tie. This small, this long. It looks kind of like. That looks kind of like what Jack is growing. Mine. A little bit more like Jack.
That's exactly like
that's
mine.
The tie stick.
No branches.
And that's little setup, and it all comes down in 8.
Beautiful.
Oh wow, 8 days, huh? Awesome.
Most impressive. Don Bear.
I've never grown larger. I've never grown larger buds than this.
Oh wow, what's the trick? Was the trick?
All right, well,
Bottle of scotch over here, but anyway, I gave up drinking rum years ago.
I just wanted to get on early because my lights go out at 9 o'clock. So you guys have always gotten on so late that I couldn't show you grow.
Right.
But now that you're on early tonight, I can jump on real quick, show you the grow, and then off. So anyway, questions? Issues? Is the sow diesel? That's all those. So I grow every. That's it.
Wow. Yeah.
Not much to it.
Got a bit of a lag there.
It's what I do for relaxation.
It's what you do for what?
For relaxation.
Oh, okay.
It's the thing that keeps me from. It's the thing that keeps me from being an asshole. And keep me from being an asshole. Killing other people. How about that?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
That's. But yeah, it looks good.
I always said if it wasn't for me having a still on that, half the politicians in our country wouldn't be alive today.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, let me give a quick spin around here. Look at the desk areas. Let's see. Look at the coffee maker and the fridge over there. Let's see. There's the TV up there. So yeah, that's my little thing. Ain't much to it, but it keeps building.
Right. Good deal.
That's all you need to do. The rest is
I get to work from home. It's my home office.
Yep.
Same here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jack. Meet Ranger.
Hey, Ranger. How you doing?
he's not used to this yet. This is his first time, isn't it? Yeah. Away from Mama, so he's all kind of freaked out.
Ranger. What?
Anatolian Shepherd. I think he froze up.
He's just as cute as he can be, and he's probably going.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's watching the screen trying to figure it out. You know, there's people on the screen there, but they're not real. They don't have a life force about them, but he's still watching.
Right. But yeah, he's gonna be. His daddy's about 200-pounder. He's only.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He's gonna be a great.
That's woods.
Yeah, that was the thing. I needed to find one that was gonna be able to take care of chasing off a bear or a mountain lion or something. But yeah.
Don't want some little snack dog.
Yeah.
We got hawks that'll carry away.
We had one here the other day. It made all Facebook was on about. I don't do the Facebook thing. Everybody had to tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's regular for an eagle to take off with somebody's cat here, but it's somebody's little Pomeranian little fluffy thing dog was yip 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 all the way up and that until it reached down and said shut up and bit the back of its neck and.
Oh.
It'd be in the Grampian somewhere feeding a young catch a bloody eagle babies.
Right. Oh, yeah. They don't do too well. They don't have
I
much.
felt sorry for the old duck who lost a little pet and all that sort of thing. But like out here, like you know how big a bald eagle is. That's your national symbol. Wedgies are bigger. Wedgies are like maybe a quarter again bigger.
Oh wow.
Fucking big bird, man. They'll take on a kangaroo. They'll pick up. I've seen them pick up 40-pound piglets.
Right.
I know because they've dropped them.
We
That's
got
how
Paul.
they swoop in, pick them up, and then they just fling them up
Oh, yeah.
drop them from about 50 feet, 60 feet up, and then come down and they don't argue. Yeah, they'll do that, and then you'll see 4 or 5 of them gathered around.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here.
Oh,
Be on
okay.
the chat. I just for my video thing.
Yeah.
Don,
Anyway,
thanks very much.
thanks for
on
having
your
And I wanted
little operation there, man. That's impressive.
I was going to say, what's the trick to getting them that fat, getting them to grow that thick?
to them that fat is to massively recommended nutrients from the nutrient line that you're using. I mean, massively.
Exceed the nutrient levels?
Well, they say what they'll do is they'll tell you to feed every third watering, right? I feed every watering.
Oh, wow.
I don't feed heavily, I just feed. So they get a constant feed. And then once we go to flowering, instead of feeding every, say, fourth water, I feed them every water. I use every water. So they're just explode.
Awesome.
Which makes me happy. Happy to help if you want to do something. I'm happy out. I am really.
Okay. Yeah, because like
let me go ahead and get off here.
From Taiwan. CNN has just been barred from Taiwan.
Oh wow, CNN has just been barred from Taiwan. He said.
Yeah, as agents of the Chinese Communist Party.
Wow.
Looks like without one of these.
And that Taiwan informed the World Health Organization of some drama they had back in December that Wuhan virus was airborne contagious. World Health Organization said, we need more info. And they said, hang on, we've got the standards that you apply for airborne contagions. They knocked it back. CNN came in and took the World Health Organization side that it wasn't airborne, that Trump jumped the gun early because Taiwan went off the Trump plan and said, what's this stuff looking like? The Trump group turned around and said, we think it's airborne. Can you test for that? Taiwan, because they have a big biological warfare center because of North Korea, and they've been playing with germs for years, right? So these guys test everything. So they went through it. Them in Australia are probably one of the leading folks out there for picking up this stuff because that's how everybody's talking about attacking us. India, Indonesia, China, they've all talked about wiping out Australia with biological formats, so there's no people here that you can just move in. India had a summit 4 years ago about how to wipe us out. So anyway, all these people are going on. Taiwan's turned around and said this. CNN said that's fake news. And go out. Well, you're going to need to stick your camera on just for a sec, mate, and your microphone as well. If you're coming in to say g'day, just give us a thumbs up and that. Turn your camera back off and that after we see you and all that sort of thing. Device is not connected.
Me?
No.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
He's not mentioned anything in channel and all that sort of thing. That's why I'm asking him to double check on stuff.
My data reset.
Unless you're going to turn your camera on, your device is on. Can't get to you, mate. Sorry.
Am I the only one?
Y'all sound like robots. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
when you start off sometimes, and that's the memory hole in the phones. Needs more volume. What was that, mate?
What'd you say, Bubba?
Because of my scene upload speed, you guys sound like robots every now and again. Like this voice going on.
Yes.
Yeah, it gets like that because of the if the connections are rough. Yeah,
I have only 2 gigabytes of RAM to work with,
right.
so yeah. I
Yeah,
think I've
this
got
is what
3.
yeah,
But
Miriam.
I'm
Yeah,
on low speed right now.
yeah.
Well, I went to Walmart today and I figured I'd give you guys the March 20th sit rep. And
Oh.
Oh no, he just froze up.
Oh no, he's unlocked.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat all after the March 20th sit rep? You sort of locked up for a sec.
it's still stupid out there.
Yep.
Shelves are bare. People are staring at them. I shit you not. In the toilet paper aisle, there were 20 people with buggies just sitting there looking at it. And I was
It's gonna
like,
magically regrow.
Yeah. Well, see, what they're looking for is the little star, and when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Right, Ryan, you're taking off. All right.
so I got some cheese. My mom called me when I was out, and she wanted me to pick up some American cheese.
American cheese.
I saw it and it was $5, and I said, "Yeah, fuck that." So I got real sliced cheese for under $2. Well, I get back home and she bitched about it. But anyway,
But she
um,
had real cheese. Right.
I just thought that was funny, and I did stop to laugh at the people, like mean, like, and then I continued on and got some brake fluid because my car is just awesome like that. And
Marinette. Puppy's name is Ranger.
Yeah, this is Ranger. Yeah.
Sorry, man. We've got chaps going all over the joint.
nice. What kind of dog?
He's an Anatolian Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good
It's the
working
ones
dog, huh?
that Yazidi people used to fucking stop the Turks from pinching their goatees and raping them.
he's only 8 weeks, but he's already to like 20 pounds.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Doggo's going to be heckin' concerned.
Hey, Canoes, how you doing?
But yeah, I had an Australian Shepherd one time. Was not a very good dog at all, really.
Nah, they're a mongrelized breed, and that they've been inbreeding the shepherds for too long, and so they've got a weak hind legs, and all that sort of thing to get that show sloop. And that, if you have a look at photos of 1900s and that shepherds, then they were big, strong, fearful animals. You have them look on nowadays; they've all got fucking spine and back problems.
Yeah.
They're almost like a toy breed.
That's why you got to shut down these bloody puppy farms and all that sort of thing, because they don't give a stuff about the breed. They're just interested in dollars and show prizes. That way they can sell more puppies. The more prizes they got, more puppies they can sell.
Right.
Hey guys, best dog I ever had. Something called a Catahoula. Look them up. They're good dogs. They're like a hunting dog. They're spotted.
Well, see, that's just
Probably
another mongrel breed that's just been stabilised. It's like the bull Arab over here. Now they're a cross between an Irish wolfhound, big American pit bulls, and the large size racing greyhounds. And so they're a fast, big hunting dog. But because of the American pity, They absolutely love kids. You know what I mean? So all my grandkids grew up around Rex and all that sort of thing. He was the biggest wimp out there when it come to kids. And that, but where he is now, I left him with a mate of mine because he's got 200 acres. And heck, a dog like that needs a 40-acre paddock just to scratch itself in.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes out there and they go out pig hunting, and he'll just race out there, grab the little sucker pigs, pick it up, and bring it back and drop it. He's got this big plastic bucket with steep sides, so he just drops the piglets into the bucket because the piglets can't get out of the tall plastic sides. The dog races off and gets another one. He'll come back. He'll sit there with the truck and watch the dog get half a dozen piglets. You know, then the whole lot go into the back of the truck. And off, and he takes them home, worms them up, fattens them up, and then puts them on once they're about 20, 30 kilos, so like 40 or 60 pounds, and that's when he puts them up on a spit, and he gets $600 every time he does a spit. You know, he supplies all the salads and all the fresh hot rolls and all that sort of thing to go with the suckling pork, and that's so. But you know what I mean? They can go out one day a week, pick up 6 suckers. And he's got 6 weeks worth of income. That's why I left Rex up there, because he loved the life. It'd be torture to bring him down here.
I actually sold all of mine. I actually sold all of mine as finished product: sausage, hams, things of that nature. Artisanal, I guess. But yeah, we had a little smokehouse. And you know, nothing special, nothing gourmet about it. Just home raised pigs without antibiotics and stuff. You know, fed good, took care of. That's all. A little bit of smoke, a little bit of seasoning. Everybody wanted my sausage, if you know what I'm saying. Which is what I'm actually saying. They literally want sausage.
Similar story here. I walked in and saw a lady with a big dog and that, and I said, "Hey, nice horse," and that, and she turned around and slapped me. She thought I was talking about her. True. This was in Safeway in Sydney, and that she was standing at the front there, just walking by. Nice horse. He just slapped me. So what? He said, "You called me a horse," and I said, "I was talking about your dog. It's almost as big as a horse." Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But like the lady at the time, and that, like, I don't know her age, and that she'd had that much plastic job, and that, and she could have been 90. I wouldn't have known. I probably guessed from her hands, probably late 50s, and that. But there was that much plastic on her face and boobs and everywhere else, and that she could have been 90.
That reminds me of a story from when I was 16. I'll keep it clean, but it's about boobs.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, back then I got around, you know. I was pretty cute, but anyway, me and my buddy were hanging out, and unbeknownst to me and him, his mom had this party planned, and we had to go so she could keep an eye on us, right?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't want to go. We had our own friggin' plans that involved girls and alcohol.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we get there, we're mad about it, and we also formulate a plan to steal a bunch of beer and take it to a private spot in the yard and drink it, right? And the most charismatic guy, it was my job to keep all the adults' attention on me while Cody stole all the beer.
Yeah.
And I was doing this, and it was just fine, but a little while gone by, and the adults were getting drunk. And this older lady, she starts complaining to me how her husband made the comment that her boobs look like eggs over easy. And and I was like, "Oh man, that's probably not true." And she pulls her skirt up and says, "What do you think, young man?" And I said,
Well, there's an offer.
at this very moment, Cody gives me the signal that he's ready, he's done, and I see him slip out the door. I look this woman dead in the eyes. I look down at the boob, back up at her, and I said, "They look scrambled to me, lady." And I made a beeline out the door.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, there's a song about that. You need to live in Australia. Don't you ever let a chance go by, oh Lord. Don't you ever let a chance go by. When an old girl comes up to a young bloke and asks what his input is, she's asking for attention. Trust me, I learned that one the hard way, and that when I was younger. Crikey.
The only Australian songs I know is "Play Your Didgeridoo Sport" and "Whip It." That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, play your didgeridoo, yeah, whip it, and that's
That's an Australian.
that's Devo.
Yep, Devo.
They spend a lot of time here in Australia, but they're actually American, California.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Riverside and Riverside, California. That's where Mark lives. I've actually got to know him.
What about Men at Work? Men at Work was Australian one day.
Men at Work were Australian.
Or whatever.
They used to rip off Devo, something shocking. They used to take the piss out of Devo. But they were good mates. And they used to knock around together. And that you see them all up there at Barron's of a night time about 3 o'clock in the morning, that after different shows around Sydney. They'd always be partying together. But they were taking the piss out of each other. Men at Work were always taking the Mickey out of Devo. Peter Garrett got his dancing style from Midnight Oil, from Devo. You know, the spastic dance that he used to do. Then he became a politician.
Right.
That's weird.
Hey, is that the same guy that did the "You'll Never Take Our Guns from Us"?
No. That's a mate of mine.
Okay.
So Peter Garrett would take all the guns if he had a chance. Right? He's a socialist wannabe. So there's not enough money in socialism for him. So now he's selling his ass out to Monsanto with Bob Brown, the other leader of the Greens Party. Bob Brown signed a deal with Monsanto with $5 million to promote GMOs after spending 22 years protesting GMOs. Money talks, bullshit walks. Bob Brown's first thing was trying to get the age of consent down to 9 years of age because he's gay, and then he tried to legalise homosexuality over here and spent 15 years doing that. So, yes, Marion, you're stuck in Mexico. They close the borders, but you are allowed to return home if there is flights going to Canada. Canada currently has no health checks for inbound citizens returning home. So
Yeah.
if you get home, no drama. Yeah, Australia shut the borders yesterday. Tracy's stuck in Oregon. We're trying. I've got some stuff in there, but it's weekend here. It's Saturday, so Monday. I'm hoping I can pull some strings and we can still get her across here. And that Qantas has informed me that the flight is still going to be on. So I'm putting her down as next of kin. So under that jurisdiction, we should be able to get her in. She's just got to. We've got to pay for TSA to do her,
medical check.
That do a swipe. She's got to wait 4 hours. Temperature check again. They should have the thing back if there's a antibody check, and then she should be allowed on the flight and all that sort of thing. We're still playing, but I don't know. That's it.
But anything that is beyond your control that doesn't require you to do should not.
I can't hear you.
No.
Oh. Call me crazy, but anything that they require a citizen to do should not cost out of pocket. You know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not a US citizen, so Tracy's coming here from America to Australia.
Right, but
So,
Tracy is a U.S. citizen, and you're saying she has to pay for the TSA screening?
yeah, because we've got to get an authority over there in the US to do it for the Australian compliance. So this is
Oh,
not a US rule. Right, this is an Australian rule, and fair enough. Now, I got to send stuff to America every now and again, so I got to comply to your rules too. So my customers in the US have got to pay for that compliance.
many rules, Jack. Just saying.
Look, everything's a user pay system in the world.
Yeah.
Someone's got to pay me, and I don't mind paying my own way. Now,
Right.
get my girlie over here. If that's what it costs me, well, that's what it costs me. I can't argue against paying for services because I preach about pay your own way every day of my life. I'd be a dead set hypocrite if I wanted stuff for free all of a sudden.
That's so cool. You got like a relationship going that's going to come to fruition.
Yeah,
You know?
6 years we've been working on this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's been here 3 times, and 4 times, sorry. So this will be a 5th over, and she should get married over here on this trip, and all that sort of stuff. So it takes time. She came over for 3 weeks. We met in person and all that sort of thing. She had a look at my life. We travelled around the bush a little bit together.
So what's the plan? Y'all are going to marry, and she's going to become a citizen of your country, or are you going to become a U.S.?
No. Look, I got US green cards, all that sort of stuff. I work for your military on a regular basis. Still do. I'm on call there for this. Another reason I got the satellite. If your guys run across an IED or something like that they're not sure, they can send me a photo, and I'll pick it up, and give them estimate on how the best way to get rid of it.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, Susan. Man, that stuff's scary.
Like,
Can I do that? Which?
real time, like, can a commander send that to you from the battlefield?
Absolutely. That's why I got the satellite and all the rest of the stuff set up here the way I have, which is pissing me off. I actually pulled the government into it and said, you're not allowed to do this, and that they hijacked my system and that. Now I've got no internet because a regular thing, I've paid for a satellite system here and they're trying to hijack it from me. So, but yeah, the US, the Kiwis and the Brits, I have a deal with all 3 military. If they've got an issue, they can send me a picture of a bomb or an IED or something like that, and I'll do my best to help. There's dozens of blokes that get this, by the way. I'm not the only one. There's dozens out there. There's 3 or 4 blokes in Britain. There's a couple of blokes in South Africa. There's a couple of blokes in the US now retired.
Tennessee has like the 2nd highest per capita of people that become soldiers in the nation, and a lot of them became scouts, and they got their fucking legs blown off.
That's what it's all about, to get rid of these things.
There's a resource like you out there where they can, identify a situation and get guidance through it.
That's my expertise. Like I used to travel around with some hard-hitting guys, but my job was just playing with the bombs and explosives that they find, or mines. Sneaking through a minefield. So that's my job. Assault
disposal or a sapper, or what'd you do?
Australia has a thing called a salt pioneer. So you call them pathfinders over there.
Oh, okay.
And pathfinders, they go in there, they sneak, they mark lanes through minefields, all that sort of thing. And then the guys can sneak through the minefield and do their attacks. Over here, that's called a salt pioneer. So we do diving, we do parachuting, and that. We go in before the other guys. We sneak in. Sometimes we come in off submarines, and so you go out through the torpedo tube, and out that way. You sneak up on the beach. You find the minefield, all that sort of thing. You clear your pathway. Then when your assault troops are just about to come in, you've already got the explosives laid. You clear your pathway through. They land, and they've got channels marked out where they can go through.
I know about
hopefully you've also
warfare.
got any machine gun positions or mortar positions targeted with the laser designator. So the first rounds of the artillery barrage, they come in, take out all the positions that are going to fuck you over. It's not like D-Day in World War II, and they can just hope for the best, and they can just bomb everywhere, and they can hope for the best. Nowadays, if you can see it, you can kill it.
Well, I know about warfare through a Coast Guard perspective, and they do actually go overseas and fight wars, believe it or not. My role when that went down, see, the Navy needed a whole bunch of personnel to go over and do the brown water stuff, unfortunately. So we had to fill key roles for active at that time. But
Yep. We saw in Gulf War One, and that big Chinook helicopters coming in with those patrol boats that you've got up there with the twin 50s sitting up. There's two twin 50s sitting up in these two little turrets. This little fiberglass boat, but they got these two twin 50s, and up the front they got what was that? Fucking Bushmaster or something like that.
there's a larger Zodiac too that has a 105 millimeter cannon.
Didn't see one of them. That'd have been impressive. 105 toothpick.
That can wreak havoc on a shoreline. Trust me. But,
Hello to Susan, I think it is.
Hot extracts and things like that.
Yeah.
Medical, logistics, things of that nature. But yeah, they had when we were over, doing the war on terror. The Navy had slacked off on brown water combat operations, so the Coast Guard had to go over and fill that role. I did not get to go. I was operational auxiliary, but I did at home while they were out. So, plus, at that time, everything was about terrorism. Terrorism this, terrorism that. What's that weird thing in the water? Is that a bomb? Probably not, guys. But we gotta check it out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they call folks up like me, and that. So half the time you get called out, what's this and that? There's somebody's old bloody electric doorbell or something, a couple of wires and that they've embedded in some bloody mud bricks and shit. Maybe put a light over the front and that, but it could be anything, and that's the problem. You don't know. So you got to call the bloke in. So I'm running around. 90% of my time in the military overseas was checking out false reports and all that sort of stuff. That's the way it goes. Better to be safe than be sorry. That's my job, to get fucked around. When it's needed, then I get to play. My first Gulf War, that was fun. Because there was a shitload of stuff. The best one we found was when they moved up onto the border. When they kicked Saddam back across the Kuwaiti border, and one of the things that the Saudis launched was some old cluster units, CBU 153s, and they're combined pussy cannons. And they got these little baseball type things, which is like a grenade with all these bits of fragments on the outside of it. That are supposed to go off. And the things. Cluster bombs.
Yeah.
Cluster. So it throws out all these little baseball size grenades, which is like that. But where you'd set up your forward operating base, and then after they kicked the Iraqis out of Kuwait, this is about 2 weeks before Desert Shield turned into Desert Storm. They found in the communications tent. They set up this communications tent, so they're on the ground there, and the guys digging a bit of a trench in it to hold the wind flap down. and they can't undercover this CBU 153 unit. So it's got 153 of these baseball-sized charges in it. That's going to explode. It hasn't gone off, but it's live. So, ask them, everybody, just pick up the tent and move it away, over that way, and everybody out the way, and I've got to pull in and pull this thing apart. And then found out there was the guy on the front when they arm these things. They put on an arming tip and all that sort of thing, and it has an electronic lead that comes down from the aircraft. Somebody didn't install that part of it, and so the lead couldn't connect it. Don't know why they had it on the plane in the first place, so they're not going to arm it. But that's the Saudis. So there was this thing, and it's half busted up and all that sort of thing, but it's not armed. I'm just sitting there juggling with the balls and all that sort of thing, and everybody's horrified. I'm the only one who knows it doesn't, who knows it's never been armed, so it's all good.
Sounds like the highest stakes game of baseball in the world.
Yeah. Apparently 2 days later, there was an order came down from Schwarzkopf himself. No juggling of explosives in the command area.
That's amazing. Oh. Yeah. Soldiers, man.
Well, you're better off there, Marion. It's only the colder places that are getting a massive infection because the heat seems to kill this stuff. Sunlight seems to kill this stuff. So lay on the beach, get your pina coladas for as long as you can.
Yeah, it's supposed to be comfy down there. Down in Mexico, they say it's too warm for the virus to propagate.
Yeah, probably. You can, if you're in town and shit like that, the places where they've been getting it is in offices where there's been air conditioning.
Yep.
I'll get myself a proper Ford shirt, but I've only got the Ford Mustang one at the moment. I used to have a Shelby Cobra shirt and that, but yeah, I wore it that often it just sort of died. So I used to own one of an XC Falcon. Shelby came out here to Australia in the 70s and built 500 cars, Ford Cobras, and that down there at Geelong Works, and started FPV, Ford Performance Vehicles. And yeah, it was a lovely car. A lovely car. Same model as what you saw in the original Mad Max, but without the big American blower on the top. It had the factory blower. Now, nobody's got to shut up. We've all got to be polite to each other. We try. Please.
Right.
Please.
Yeah. Nah, they're just doing that banter thing.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about just see if I can put that in there and that and squeeze it through the other side. It'll actually probably go through, but it might hurt a little bit. So, yeah.
Issue with me or?
No. This is focusing on the side chat. You got to watch the side chat. I know it's a bit hard when you're on the screen here, so we've got to bring up a few things. Yes, and that, otherwise you'll end up like me and all.
Right.
Trust me.
They got this rivalry thing between Huckleberry and Ryan, and they go back and forth about me. Yeah.
Ryan,
Okay.
I'm divorced from Huck. Oh, shit. That's not good.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Here's a little. Hold on now. What is this? Private chat. There's live comments.
Oh yeah, no, that's not on stream. The StreamYard has the comments section and it should show you everything, and usually it does, but occasionally it
Okay, I
goes
got one
crazy.
thing. All the rest of these from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, the purple ones are
Okay.
from Twitch. Yeah.
When you see the R in the circle, that's a restream from either Twitch or Do Live or something like that. Yeah, news reporters and that, well, they think they're better than everybody else anyway. That's the way the mainstream media has become. If you have a look at there was a report in 1918, and that was an early reporter, and asking somebody about the Spanish flu. They're standing 6 feet apart, and so they're shouting at each other backwards and forwards. It's an old, grainy, black and white thing. It's on YouTube. You can actually watch it. Oh no, intercontinental ballistic pie.
Right.
We're screwed. We're screwed. If they can get pie, we can get other things.
Right.
Well, fellas, it's getting about to scream obscenities at squirrels.
Right. Right.
So,
I was gonna say it's about as it's almost as good as Canoes' intercontinental ballistic goat.
oh, God, it's robot talk.
Oh shit.
What has happened with
No,
this
my
thing?
power's out. I'm just waning. I'm got maybe about 15 minutes left on power for my laptop. So
I hear you trying to talk with an Atari.
okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down, and I'll be in the chat. Okay, for as long as I can.
Yep, you go for it.
All right.
Cluster pies. Yeah, that's what we need. Cluster pies. Oh, I'm here on the Anthem. That's going to be scary. Crikey, what are we going to do now? I was about to get some pot. I can't do that. Shocking. 4-2 RAM, I guess. Yeah, you're all good there, Michelle. It's all good. Pie-mageddon. Shoddy attempt to sound smart. Yeah, that sounds like me. Michelle, it's all good. Oh, here we go. We got feedback. Sounds smart. Coming through like me. Wizard at the moment.
Yeah, I figured I'd come back. I didn't want to leave you all alone. But
Okay, well, I'm just going to duck over my cardboard box over there where I've got my pot drying and that because I had it out in the sun the last couple of days. I've had it in a nice box. Let me just grab my bowl and grab some pot.
rock on. Hey, Southern Belle.
Here we go.
I'm here. You just can't see me.
Yeah, he's the invisible man at the moment.
Right. Need more batteries.
Well, that's what we're doing here. So over the next 12 months, I'll buy another 10 big batteries. They're just over 340 amp hour each.
Oh shit!
So that'll be my backup supply and all that sort of thing. We'll have it all sorted out.
How much are they? That big?
They're about 320 Australian bucks each. You can buy them in the US for $198.
And they're 340 amp hours.
340 amp hour batteries. Yeah, it's a glass acid battery. It's not instead of lead acid. Glass is actually cheaper. It's lead glass in the system.
AGM.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, they're good sized batteries, all that sort of thing. We'll get a dozen of them up there in a cage, have them all wired up, and that'll run my 3-phase and everything else. MOAP, mother of all pies. Yes. Missouri Pie Caves. I heard you had a long bloody tunnel out there and that for survival and that, and then somebody made this survival movie about asteroids or something wiping out the US and that, and then they abandoned it because everybody knew about it. So they've gone back to the one just across the Canadian border.
Right. The one that goes
What's that
on.
one? The resort up there, Banff, I think it is, BANFF, which is actually a front for a North American cover for survival thing for the government, for the Canadian and the US government.
Oh wow, didn't know that.
A lot of stuff the American government doesn't tell the same people. Funny that.
Right. Well, weren't those caves originally put in place by like Capone or something?
No, Hank Five. That was one lot that the New York folks were using, and that was during Al Capone was hiding, he's stashing there. And then one of the coppers who was on the payroll on that remembered where he used to have a stash, and they took over that. But the federal US government has a survival chamber just across the border in Canada, and some resort. And if you go in there, the main room has got this big steel wall, but that wall is actually a door. You can open it up, and people can get in, and then they can close it up. And it's always got 5 years supply, but it's only for about 300 people. So, yeah.
Yeah. The Greenbrier, that's supposed to hold like 1,200, isn't it?
Yeah, the Greenbrier, something like that. Is one of the front hotels and all that sort of thing. I remember that name. Where's that one?
That was in West Virginia, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's either North Carolina or West Virginia.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's crazy stuff. But all the elites are running to New Zealand.
Yep. Yeah, and the Maoris are just fucking. Somebody rocked up there the last 2 weeks to take over their place, and a bunch of Maoris had moved in and squatting in the place, so they can't get in.
Oh wow!
$20 million they spent on this fucking thing with underground bunkers and food supplies and all that sort of thing, and they can't get in. Maoris are squatted on it because they have a vacant position. That's the law.
Right. Wow.
Now they're sitting there and demanding the New Zealand government change the laws to kick the Maoris out. The New Zealand government saying, we've got bigger problems at the moment. You'll have to wait for a while.
Right.
Saying, oh, but no, you've got to do this. So whoever it was went out to Barack Obama and asked him to get involved. And the Obama's place over there, and it's also been locked out. The Kiwis have hijacked it, the Maoris. And yeah, so what they don't realise is Obama's fucked too. Hey, they pushed all this stuff about Indigenous rights and all that sort of stuff, and that, well, they've got to live with it now.
Yep. So they didn't have anybody there guarding.
Yeah, Aaron's okay there, Southern Belle. He's fine. He's sobering up. He was a bit wasted last night. Lost his some cable that he needed to charge everything up with. So he found that just before he had to head off to work, and that with the warehouse bloke.
Yeah, Bruce.
He just warehouse guy, as far as I know.
No, his name is Bruce.
I'm just relaying the conversation this morning at about 4 a.m. my time when I got up.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Slowly getting all these seeds out. Slowly.
Oh, good Lord.
We all make popsicles, especially if you're talking about something like a, one of those what are they, polar bears. Crikey. Get all these seeds out. Yeah. All right. You get 14 subs on your channel. Cool. Shit, I got 14 people just fucking calling me a fucking communist.
What?
Yeah. That's right. It's all good.
What?
Doesn't happen. Ask them all. Well, we don't do that.
Yeah, but haters are gonna hate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and spineless wimps will be fucking spineless wimps.
Yep. Nothing we can, it's always going to be something. So we just keep on doing what we do.
As it all comes across, it's all good.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's where I don't even worry about what other people say like that, because it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it does to me, and that because I'm a little bit exposed at the moment, especially through Tracy and a few other bits and pieces in the business. I'm trying to do stuff and that to do that, and people are fucking dedicating their fucking entire lives just to fucking me over, because they got caught up in an embarrassing situation and that, which they fucking absolutely refuse to admit any fucking wrongdoing. And so that they've got to go out and organise the destruction of somebody else. It's such a fucking petty, anti little fucking suckhole fucking position. And then a few weeks later, they fucking brag about it and all that sort of thing, and then deny it again. And that when they hang on. Yeah.
But
It's all good. It doesn't matter, and you know why? Because I'm here. I'm free.
Yeah.
Rightio? There's fuck all anybody can do to me. Even my own government. They want to come after me? They've come after me before. I'm still here.
Yeah. I feel
All
the
these
same way.
idiots are fucking running out there. I'm still here. Guess what? They're slowly disappearing, one at a time.
One at a time. You bet.
And that's how it works. Because I have friends. This is what they don't understand. I have friends. Because I've been loyal to people. I've helped people. I've done a shitload for other folks out there. What have they done? Not a fucking lot. The government fucking sat up there and that. They've lined their own fucking pockets and all that sort of thing. All of a sudden, you get a government minister and that fucking asking, you got to attack this guy, and all that sort of thing. And everybody going, why? What's he done? And the government's, he's fucking bad and all that sort of thing. You're the one who's fucking corrupt. You're the one who's been caught lying. You're the one who's doing this. Why don't we get rid of you? But. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, fuck it. I'll be here and that when the fucking last of these fucking pricks are fucking dead and buried. It's all good. It's all good. Because only the good die young. And I'm an evil, nasty bastard.
Well. Yeah.
Ask all those people out there and that.
Well, I mean, I've had that thing, come across me too.
Ask all those people out there and that.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I've had that thing. Sorry about that.
oh no, hang for what's this thing?
That was me. It was just a.
No, oh, hey, Southern Belle, we're not talking about you. This isn't about you. Shut up, you tiny little minded little fucking thing. This is not about you. This has got nothing to do with you. We're talking about government. We're talking about government officials. I know, but you want to play victim again? Go right fucking ahead. Right, it's got nothing to do with you. Fuck's sake. What a fucking... Nah, fuck it. It's nothing to do with you. We're talking government officials here. My government. Nothing to do with you, you fucking idiot. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm out too. See us later. Fucking I've had it.